Hey Insiders, we're here at Disney's All-Star Sports Resort, which is one of the value resorts, one of the 3 All-Star resorts here at Walt Disney World. So this is going to be the cheapest resort you can find on property, one of the 3. But this resort is awesome. It is sports themed. This is where like the cheerleaders come and stay for when they have Worlds and Nationals here. So it's very, very, very cool. Let's head in and check it out. Hit the like button and subscribe. Let's go explore. All right, so we're gonna head in. This is the front entrance. So if you get dropped off here, this is where you're gonna get dropped off, like for the mirrors and stuff, and you're gonna come into the front entrance. And then just around this corner is the buses. Also, there's a way to get in from the inside. So let's head in and check out the lobby. So some of these resorts have been a little bit updated, a little bit of refreshed. Just some of the colors and this like back wall have been updated. It's definitely such a fun resort, especially if you have some sports fans in your family or your party. They're very easy to walk around, super easy to get to and from the parks. We are closest to Animal Kingdom at these resorts as well, so that's a really quick little bus ride over to Animal Kingdom. So we have some bathrooms, fountains, fuel rod chargers. So this is where you're gonna exit to go to the buses to take you to the resorts. But of course we have a store here in the lobby. So you're gonna find some All-Star Resort specific merch as well as just park merch and stuff in here. But there's some really cute All-Star Sports or All-Star Resorts. Obviously this is All-Star Sports, but I love this sweater. I think it's so cute. Yeah, they have a bunch of merchandise specifically for these resorts. All-Star Sports water bottle, which is really, really cute. Again, if you have sports fans in your family, this is gonna be a perfect resort for you guys. Some pins, some more shirts. Oh, I like that one. That's cute. Some footballs. Yeah, and in here you're gonna find just merchandise from the park as well as some snacks and toiletries if you forgot them. They do have them here. Just some really cute theming in here as well. I like this is like a little goofy locker, which is really cute. But yeah, so if you forget things at the resorts, you can always, or at the parks, you can come and look at your resort store and see if they have it here instead of having to go all the way back to the parks or to Springs if you don't have a park ticket, which is really great. But yeah, here is some of like the housewares, snacks. You can get some food, a little bit of like snacky foods, drinks, and then some toiletries as well. And some of these do sell alcohol. Sometimes it's behind the counter. Yeah, it's locked up behind the counter if you're looking for some alcohol. So yeah, again, very convenient at your resort. So this is at all resorts on property, including the All-Star ones. So that's honestly such a great time saver if you're just like looking for something real quick that you forgot. But let's head back out here in the lobby. Like I said, to the right is the bus transportation to the parks on property. And we're gonna keep going. We have this beautiful mural of like a sports crowd cheering you on, doing the thing. Lots of seating if you're waiting, but I just love all the light that comes into this hallway as you're walking out to like the pool. We have on our left the end zone food court, and to our right a beautiful big game room. It looks gorgeous. Looks like there's like a photo booth in here. This is massive actually. Do I see anybody in here? A few. But yeah, this is actually like a really good size, some massage chairs for the parents. But yeah, really good size game room with a lot of good choices. And then across the way is the end zone food court, which is gonna be your quick serve for this resort. It looks beautiful. Here's some of the food you can get. Honestly, street corn fries, look, it all looks good. But so this is where you're gonna order most of your meals here on property. It looks really nice. Tons of seating. There's also a little bit of seating outside. Then you have the Grandstand Spirits, which is a bar, which you can do in here or outside. So actually, let's head outside and check out what this is. There's also some souvenir pennies, which are really cute. I know a lot of people love the souvenir pennies, as well as the medallions and some dog tags. So let's head outside and just check out what's out here. So this is a nice sized pool. Pool hours are from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. So this first section is like the surfing section, which kind of makes sense with the pool. But here's a look at this resort. So we are here. So we've got some sections here and then football and baseball to our left. So let's start by going to our left and then we will head up. Okay, heading to our left, we have that bar that I said that was inside as well as outside. So this is the outside of the Grandstand Spirits. You can see ahead of us we have the football section. This is also another entrance to the end zone food court. It goes all the way down here with tons of seating outside. Lots of options to sit for the whole family, which is fabulous. And then just like that, we are heading to the football section, which is great. I like the lifeguard stands for this section too. It's really cute. We have some foosball, some chess, some Adirondack chairs, just some more places to sit. Lots of places to just sit and chill. I feel like this is also a really great place for kiddos because this whole section is like AstroTurf. So like the kids can just run and play and be free. And you really don't have to worry that, I mean, they could still hurt themselves, but having a soft cushion, it doesn't hurt anything. But this first section is, of course, the football theme section. So we have a giant football field, which is so cool. I absolutely love it. Bunch of flags and teams and a play here on the ground. Yeah, it's really soft underneath my feet, so this is really fun. And then some football helmets are like the middle section where the elevators are. So there are elevators as well as stairs. The elevators are going to be in these middle sections where the big icons are. And then the stairs are going to be on the ends like where the football was. So there are elevators here. Sometimes people get a little confused, but there definitely are elevators at all of the resorts that are like this one. And then coming through football, which like I said, we still are on the field, which is super fun. We have baseball with another pool, which is great. So this is the home run section, basically the baseball section. But we have a really fun, oh, there's some bleachers here, you know, just to create the aesthetic of you're at a field watching a game. It's kind of a look back at this section, which it's just so fun. But yeah, we have, again, the football, the visitor section. All right, let's go check this area out. There's some grandstands like up here, which is really cool. This pool hours is also 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Really fun. Let's go towards the home side, home team side. But again, we have great theming, some bleachers, a great like scoreboard up here, some teams up here. Find your team, shout it out below. All around. Team pennants up here. Again, this is where your elevators are gonna be for this section. Here is the pool. It looks like there's Goof shooting a cannon. There are some families in there, so I'm not trying to show it too much and disrupt their time, but there is Goofy in there, which is really cute. And then we have Coca-Cola as the stairs section over here and some music playing. So this is a little bit quieter of a pool than the main pool. But yeah, it's nice that there's a pool all the way back here for this section of the resort. Let me see, a little bit of the pool right there. Yeah, so I'm gonna meet you guys back at the front board and we're gonna go see the parts of this resort that are front. And parking is gonna be on the other side of all of these sections. So when you come and park, you'll figure out your section and then you'll park on the opposite side of the building as your like assigned section. And it'll pop you out right next to where you're supposed to be. So it's really, really easy. And then you just have to walk to the front to catch the bus. Okay, we made it back up to the pool and the surf section of the resort. So we're gonna walk straight back and check out the other sections of this resort. So of course you have the like surfing side, which is like this is like a boardwalk, like esque tiles, which is really, or like a planking, which is really cool. The pool looks really great. Of course, you're gonna have a little bathhouse in there, which is gonna have bathrooms and stuff like that. Lots of seating for the whole family. We have some, of course, elevators, like I said, in the middle here. Towel return. All the things. But yeah, we're gonna keep walking. One thing about these resorts that I really, really like is they're very walkable. to each other and in themselves. So these are all the all-stars are right next to each other. So you can walk from one to the other to the other. There's even a running trail throughout all three of the value resorts, or the all-star resorts here. So it's really nice to, if you want to exercise, run through the mall, but you can walk to each, which is also great if you just want to check it out. But again, the lifeguard stands are really, really fun. And then let's go to the left. We have tennis. And in the middle here, we have an all-star sports with Mickey. It's like the winner's circle, kind of. Some chairs to sit. But we're going to keep going towards... Ooh, I kicked a leaf. We're going to go straight back into tennis, which actually has some really cute characters in here. We have Donald and the nephews, which is really cute. If you love tennis, this is the section for you. Like I said, we have Donald and the nephews playing baseball, which is hysterical. But then Donald has a tennis racket. This is kind of funny. It's cute. If it's, I feel like. But yeah, they're really cute. And then Donald's back there with the tennis racket. Like I said, in the middle is the elevators. Look at how cute these guys are. Another like turf section. So it's great for kiddos. I love it. And then Donald back here being the cutest. And then, like I said, parking for this section is just beyond these buildings. So this is really easy to get to. Let's head over to basketball. All right, let's head to the basketball section. Again, pick your favorite sport, stay there. I think this is really cool, again, for sports fans. There's a lot to offer at all of these resorts, but I think this one's really, really fun, especially if it's, again, someone's favorite. Like, if you love basketball, stay in basketball. You love football, stay in football. It's just, I don't know, really fun. I like the megaphones as the stairwell icon over here, which is really fun. Just get like a really nice little courtyard over here. And like I said, nothing is too far, like walkable. It really isn't. It's not like gonna be walking a mile to get to the pools or the buses to get to the resorts. These are very, very, very doable walkability resorts, which I think are amazing. We have, of course, basketball hoops, some whistles, super cute. I love the theming. Elevators in the middle, as always. Parking, it's actually going to be along the backside here. But yeah, this is the basketball part of this resort. You can see tennis, basketball behind me, and then going back into surfing. That will lead you back to the lobby and all the main pools, food and stuff. So, like I said, pretty stinking walkable. It's great. Has a lot for the value of this resort. So I'll meet you guys back out at the front of this resort. That's gonna do it here for us here at Disney's All-Star Sports Resorts. If you're looking to stay on property, check out our partners Academy Travel in the links below. We'd love to help you get started planning your dream vacation here at Walt Disney World. Hit the like button and subscribe.